Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Lewis. Welcome back to the Lewis Basketball Network. I am back here with another one, man. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe if you're new to my channel, man. And make sure to share this video. Only helps the channel grow. Truly appreciate it. So I have to ask this question to everybody because I'm going to keep this video short. With last night's 37-foot bomb that gave Damian Lillard 50 points, had 8 points in the fourth quarter, also accounted for 4 assists, which means he was responsible for about, what? We're talking about anywhere from 16 to 20 points, depending on where his assists came from. Has Damian Lillard surpassed Russell Westbrook as the better point guard? Now, here's the thing. I had Russell over him in terms of, being able to average a triple-double for 3 straight years because it has something that has never been done. Russell Westbrook is a former MVP. Russell had went to the finals, but remember that was with Kevin Durant. And now we see since Kevin Durant what he has not been able to do, and that's get past the first round. Damian Lillard, to me, has proved to me that he's taken a step up in terms of his maturity, not trying to do things one-on-one. And if you also remember, CJ McCollum got into foul trouble, so Damian Lillard had to play 24 straight minutes because he got 3 fouls in the first quarter. And Damian Lillard looked like he was pretty much like kind of gassed at the end of the game. But hey, man, that dude kept fighting and he made plays down the stretch. What killed me about Oklahoma City was the success that they had in the first half. They got away from it late in the fourth quarter. Because even when they were down 9 and the Blazers made their run, the Thunder went on a 30-6 run. And they went up by as many as 15 with 7:40 to go. They were up by 8 with just under 3 minutes to go. Okay, and Russell Westbrook found a way to not close the deal. And shout out to Damian Lillard, even though they went back and forth with the trash talking, it wasn't like if Damian engaged in it, because Russell was trying to bait him into the trash talk. But Lillard stayed poised, something that Westbrook has not been able to show. Damian Lillard was able to incorporate his teammates in key moments of the game, which is what he do. So he showed that he was a better team player. And Russell Westbrook, for the dear God, for the life of sanity, I don't understand. You're 11 of 31 from the field. I get it. You had a 29-point triple-double, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 14 assists. But who was the hot player in that game? It was Paul George. He was 14 of 20. Now, we could talk about he missed the 2 free throws. We could talk about that he had a late game turnover. But Paul George put the Thunder back up by 2 with a big shot after the Blazers had tied the game, I believe, on Mo Harkless's 2 free throws, which his 10 points in the fourth quarter get overlooked. But he had 10 because he was only 1 for 6 through 3. CJ McCollum only had 7 points entering the fourth quarter, and he scored 10. So you got 20 points from 2 other Blazers other than Damian Lillard, who had 8. And he assisted on 4 other field goals. So, but Russell Westbrook decides to take the last shot in the last possession for the Thunder, knowing that he was struggling for most of the game. And in moments in the game when I saw Westbrook, when he played off the ball and when he sets his feet, he gets good rotation on the basketball and looks like he can make shots. But once again, Russell Westbrook tried to be the hero. The problem that I'm noticing from Westbrook is, to me, he's not an alpha. He's not an alpha. I know Westbrook fans are going to get mad about that. Some people are going to say, you don't know what you're talking about. In my opinion, Russell Westbrook is not an alpha. He keeps trying to play like he's an alpha, man, but he's really a high-octane beta. Shout out to He Knows His Sport on that one. But he's not an alpha. He keeps playing like he thinks he is, but he's not. And Charles Barkley said it last night, and I agree with him. Russell Westbrook needs the ball off his hands, and he needs to play 2 guard. Because Russell constantly, for the most part, he turns the ball over a lot. His decision making, listen, man, Russell is a great player, but it's his IQ and his decision making that continues to hold him back. And he's still not recognizing that his game is not going to translate to winning basketball. He continues to not see that. And even with Paul George playing great, again, this my turn, your turn BS offense is just not going to get it done. Damian Lillard used team ball, played with a high IQ. Now, Paul George could talk about that the shot was bad. But let's face it, Damian Lillard in the playoffs has been 6 of 8 from 30 feet, of at least 30 feet or beyond. That's a good shot for him. Now, you could say it's a bad shot. You tip your hat to Damian because he made a tough shot. And Paul George, he did the right thing. Didn't allow Damian to get the drive. So you can't worry about that, man. You just tip your hat to Damian because he hit a tough shot. Damian was hot. And what's so crazy about Lillard's performance is He had a 50-point game with a 3-series sealing buzzer beater. It was an unbelievable way to end what was a great game, and the Thunder should have won that game and forced a game 6. And I think if they would have forced a game 6, I guarantee you, I think the Thunder would have forced a game 7 and really put the pressure on the Blazers. And I think the Thunder could have completed a historic comeback, coming back from 3-1. But instead, Russell Westbrook is making Kevin Durant's decision to leave Oklahoma City more and more prominent and more true. KD is rubbing his hands like Birdman, right? So Russell Westbrook, you guys lost a 15-point lead. How do you describe how you guys lost the lead after playing such a great game? I don't know. Next question. Paul George, do you think it's time to reevaluate, how the season went and, where do you guys go from here? New team. What? Man, what are you talking about, man? Man, next question. Damian Lillard says that Dennis Schroeder was pointing at his wrist, and Damian Lillard said bye to Russell Westbrook and the Thunder. Man, that is so savage to have that kind of confidence. Shoot the 3 in Paul George's face, the way he shot it, and wave bye-bye to Russell Westbrook, which I keep telling you guys, Russell Westbrook focuses so much on individual matchups. He tries to outdo the other player instead of trying to focus on winning the basketball game. The thing is, you can outdo a player as long as you win the basketball game by still trying to find a way to incorporate your teammates. You can still be the main catalyst, but it's how you figure out how to win games, especially down the stretch. You show confidence, you show poise, you don't panic, you show patience. It's those little detailed things, man, that help. That's the difference between winning and losing. And 11 years in the NBA, and Russell hasn't figured that out, and he turns 31 in August. So, ladies and gentlemen, after, once again, Russell Westbrook lets his emotions get the best of him, and realizing that mentally he is just not there in terms of his decision-making and his IQ, poor IQ. We could talk about the triple-doubles all we want. We could talk about how he's a former MVP, but this is 3 straight first-round exits. We could talk about context all you want. Russell Westbrook had the opportunity to prove that he can go far, that he's shown that he's grown. All of this stuff in the regular season, that's all I keep hearing, that Russell's grown in the regular season. Okay, what are you going to do for me in the playoffs? Is that what you're going to do in the regular season, that you've shown growth going to translate into the postseason? No, he went back to it, and it cost him again. Russell Westbrook has to move to the 2-guard spot. I'm sorry. And at this point, Lillard may have not accomplished what Westbrook has had in his career, but in terms of a better basketball player and better point guard, Damian Lillard is better than Russell Westbrook. I'm going to get hate. I'm going to say I don't know what I'm talking about. Russ is head and shoulders far beyond Dame. Dame even played good defense in this series, something that Russell Westbrook at times he showed, but again, he focused more on the individual. I mean, he could have done a much better job. And Damian Lillard, again, they should have taken the ball out of Dame's hands. Because Dame, you knew he had to do all of that. If it wasn't for that, the Blazers would have lost the game. I would have took the ball out of his hands and made somebody else beat me. CJ McCollum had 3 fouls. That's just, again, poor IQ, poor recognition by the players and for the coaching. That's why Billy Donovan, you need to get up on out of here, man. Billy Donovan needs to get fired. I'm sorry. To allow this team to play the way they've played, to allow, again, not getting into Russ. I mean, they're even saying that they think that the Oklahoma City Thunder should hire Larry Brown. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Larry Brown would be good for a guy like Westbrook? Somebody who's been able, I mean, look, he was able to get Allen Iverson to become more of a leader. And Iverson obviously chucked up his shots. But when in moments, Iverson did make plays, man, and got his teammates involved, even though his team was really not that good. But never was able to get to the NBA Finals in 2001. But still, I mean, what do you guys think about Larry Brown becoming the head coach of the Thunder if they happen to get rid of Billy Donovan? And to be honest with you, I think that even though Billy Donovan should get fired, I don't think the Thunder are going to, let him go. Because they're probably going to say, yo, next season. Let's figure out what we could do. You know what could, because look, Westbrook said it after the game. You know, I look at to another guy, not Barry Tremmel. You know, his homeboy who keeps asking him questions and he just constantly ignoring him. See, Russ has been tight ever since Barry asked Steven Adams about the whole when Westbrook goes out, why does the team struggle so much? And it's like, oh, you're not going to cause a rift between me and my team. And it's like, you know, get out of here. And, you know, triggered. Quite honestly, Barry just asked a good question, in my opinion. It's just, and I know the media could be stupid, but it's just like, look, Russell, to everybody else, he was like, you know, I got to look at myself in the mirror. I mean, how many times has Russell said that? I mean, he's been saying it the last 3 years now, and it's like nothing has changed. I just wonder what's going to happen to see what they need to do. What do you guys think Russell Westbrook needs to do? What do you guys think the Thunder need to do to become a better team next year? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. So, and with Larry Brown becoming the head coach of the Thunder, if they happen to fire Billy Donovan, but I don't think they're gonna fire him. I'd be surprised if they do. I wouldn't be surprised actually, but you know, let me know what you guys think, man. So as always, bless up, one love, peace. Thanks for watching.